How's it going? We're actually filming Ask Andrew Part 3 today, so if you're watching, stay tuned for Part 4 that'll be coming out in the next day or two. But to kick this off, for Troy Casino and Sydney, thank you so much for sending me stuff in the mail. I really appreciate it. I have 2 signed cards coming your way. And Sydney, a special thank you for the beautiful necklace. I will definitely be wearing it. So, after all that, let's get started. So, start the questions here. All right, from Emily Reed on Twitter. What is my favorite holiday beverage? Oh, man, I don't really know. Holiday beverage that I drink a lot. I probably drink like hot chocolate or coffee a lot. That's a good question. Yeah, but I would say probably, if I had to pick one, probably hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate, especially from Starbucks. It's pretty good. Thank you, Emily, for that. So from Troy Casino. Which do you like better, snowball fights, sledding, skiing, or staying in from the cold? Well, I'm not a big fan of like all the winter cold. It gets cold, but you know, when I do, I really do like to go like snowboarding or skiing, that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun and it gets your adrenaline pumping, so thank you, Troy, for that. Emily, favorite thing to do on Christmas? Well, open gifts, of course. Kaylee on Twitter. Are you going out of town for Christmas? I'm not going out of town for Christmas. I will be in town. Actually, right now I'm in Nashville, Tennessee with my manager. I'm doing a few things here, doing a couple shows that I posted a couple weeks back, a live video that I'm sure that I'll be posting on my YouTube sometime. But I know I will be in for Christmas. Okay, so from BMCSD _ in real life on Twitter and Karen Nichols on Twitter. What is your favorite Christmas memory? I'd say my favorite Christmas memory was I was like 3 or 4. I remember. Well, actually, I don't remember. My mom told me about this, but I was a really young kid and I really, really loved Santa. So like, I went to this place to see Santa or whatever, and I got there and there was this like hour-long line, and the second that I saw Santa, like I got there and there was such a long line, I just sprinted past everybody and literally like jumped into Santa's lap and like was sitting there until my parents went all the way through the line to get me. So I sat on his lap while all the other kids were getting gifts. It was kind of funny. I'd say that was probably my favorite Christmas memory. Sarah on Twitter, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught? I actually caught a shark. What was it, 2013, 2014? I was, 13 or 14 years old. I mean, it was pretty big. It was like, I'd say 5-6 feet long. It was really big. It was probably about that thick. It was big. It was a big fish. But I'd say if freshwater, I caught a 8-pound bass, what was it, about 6-7 months ago. It was pretty cool. I love fishing. Abby on Twitter, do you like eggnog? Yes. Well, certain kinds are good. Like, I don't even know a certain brand that I like, but like homemade eggnog, I know people make homemade eggnog. That stuff is usually pretty good, but I don't really like the store stuff. I feel like it tastes like coconut, and I really hate coconut. And like, I can't stand coconut, so it just kind of depends. Kaylee Breyer on Twitter, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? I love you. Well, I love you too, Kaylee, but my favorite thing about Christmas is just how happy everybody is and getting to see all your family and getting to make new memories for the next upcoming Christmas year. So that's probably my favorite thing about Christmas. What is my favorite Christmas candy? My favorite Christmas candy. Oh, I know what it is. I don't know what they're called. They're like these little green reefs. It's like you take Frosted Flakes? You should take Frosted Flakes and you put them on like a thing, and you put marshmallow, and then you put those little red things on them. I don't know what those are called. They're like little reefs, but they are so freaking good. My grandma makes them every year. She makes like a whole nother batch for myself. That, or my Grandma Young, she makes, so my Grandma Butcher makes those reef things. My Grandma Young makes her Christmas cookies. So those two are probably my favorite things. I really, really, really love them. Alright, from Livs Loves Sergio on Twitter, how do you know it's my favorite YouTube Q&A series? Well, I hope it's everybody's favorite YouTube Q&A series because I really like the whole Ask Andrew thing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing. You don't really get to see very often, so hope you like it. Stephanie on Twitter, what are your thoughts on the Polar Express? I personally love it. The Polar Express, it's a great movie. It's a classic movie. I used to watch it when I was younger with my brother. I mean, every year I think the few movies that I watch a lot for Christmas would probably be Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, The Grinch, and definitely Elf. Like, those are like my favorites. So I watch those all the time, every year. Emily on Twitter. What's my favorite song? What was my favorite song to perform on boy band? I really, really like Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. That was probably my favorite because I was really close with Drew and Sergio. They were like my two best buddies. That one was a lot of fun. I loved like all the harmonies that Tim Davis like made on that song. It just really sounded good. Like it was the one of the only songs that actually like brought the producers into like tears when they were listening to it. And like the choreographers, it was really cool. Nappy Tabs, it was just really cool. But speaking of Tim Davis, I actually saw him last week. He did a great job on his show with Jane Lynch. It's really good. It's really cool. What is my favorite yogurt topping? Oh, not a doubt. John Clausen showed me this. It's the best thing ever. Ever since he showed me this, I always get it. So it's a tall glass of milk. You put yourself some regular, just like from the store-bought yogurt, just vanilla yogurt, and then you either do one of two things. What is it John does? He puts, what's it called? He puts chocolate chips on the top, or he puts granola, or he puts my favorite, Fruity Pebbles. He puts those all on the top of it, and then with a tall glass of milk, it's just a great snack. It's fantastic. So that's probably my favorite yogurt topping, not a doubt. Shout out to John Clausen for that one. Thanks, John. Dizzy on Twitter. Does your family stay up till midnight and open presents on Christmas? Yeah, so my family does like one of two things. They'll either open presents super, super late, or I guess super, super early Christmas morning, like 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock Christmas morning, or we do it like 9 to 10, something like that. But either way, it's always a great time being able to open Christmas presents with my family, you know, just get you closer. What did I ask for Christmas? I don't even know what I asked for Christmas. You know, when you get older, it's just kind of like your parents will give you money and a sweatshirt, or, you know, money and a phone case and a new wallet or something like that. That's just kind of how it is as you get older. But this year, something that I can probably just money and some clothes, you know, some new Nike socks. I don't know, maybe a pair of shoes. I'm not sure. Something along those lines. That's what I'll be getting probably. From Mirandi on Twitter, favorite holiday activity. So she has two questions. So first one's favorite holiday activity. Definitely sitting down watching movies with my family. That's a lot of fun. I always like to do that. Opening presents, getting to see all my family. What's my favorite? Oh, what's one thing on my Christmas list? Just like the last question, you know, I'm not sure. If I had to put one thing on my Christmas list, I would probably say like a flannel, or like a sweatshirt and a flannel like outfit, or a Thrasher sweatshirt. That's what I want. I want a Thrasher sweatshirt. Those things are cool. Okay, from Michael's Ocean Blues on Twitter, and Mirandi on Twitter, and Ella Kogner on Twitter, what's my favorite Christmas food? Oh, when my grandma makes her ham. It's like ham, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, rolls, green beans, corn, gravy. It's really freaking good. Like, that's my favorite. I love it. Great stuff. What's my favorite album? Oh gosh, I would probably have to say Room for Squares with John Mayer, only because the bassist on Room for Squares played for a couple of the songs that I've recorded, like You Were There. The John Mayer's bassist was actually on You Were There. He was the one playing bass on that song. So that's probably why it's one of my favorites, and I've always loved John Mayer. That or the new Calvin Harris album. I forget the name. I'm actually gonna look that up really quick because that's really, really, really good. I really like it. It has like that. I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. Like that song is so good. Okay, what's it called? Oh. Funk Wave Bounces. Just. Dude, it's so good. So good. So yeah, that's probably my favorite album. Another question is, what's the best Christmas gift you ever given? I'd say the best Christmas gift I've ever given was a little pot to my mom. It was like a a little green like glass vase pretty much that she puts up. She used to collect them when she was younger, and still does, and they don't make them anymore, so I think that's like a really meaningful gift that I gave to my mom. It was pretty expensive. So Riley Sakura on Twitter, do you like roller coasters? Heck yeah, I love roller coasters. They're so much fun. And what's my biggest fear? Heights and getting burnt. I don't like flames. So heights, so falling super high up and dying, or like getting burnt to death, or like drowning, those are like my 3 biggest fears. But if I had to pick one, it's definitely heights. I hate heights, but like roller coasters, yeah, they're super fun. Like I trust roller coasters, but like I don't trust those fairground ginormous, like the ones that have the 2 Ferris wheels stacked on top of each other that rotate like this. Like I can't do that. That's too much for me. It's too high. I just can't do it, and I don't trust that. I've heard about so many accidents. I've watched so many accidents on YouTube with that stuff. I just can't do it. Okay, so we have a lot of people asking this question. Favorite Christmas song, Carol? Well, of course, Grown Up Christmas List, Andrew Butcher. You know, I mean, I didn't write it, but, you know, the cover that I did, you know, that's probably my favorite. That, or like Jingle Bells. I like Jingle Bells. Oh, the Carol of the Bells. That gives me chills every time, especially when they play it at my church, because they have like this huge choir and this electric dude on the guitar. He's like, it's just really cool. Really cool, really cool. Oh yeah. Favorite Christmas carol. What's my favorite Christmas banger? There's definitely those. Carol of the Bells is the banger. Favorite Christmas song, or favorite Christmas song is the one that I did a cover of. So, Grown Up Christmas List. Jazzy on Twitter. What's in your Grown Up Christmas list? Just like the last few questions, you know, Thrasher sweatshirt. That's all. I love it. Kayla on Twitter. Do you have any family Christmas traditions? Yeah. So every year on, it's kind of like the presents thing. Every Christmas Day we'll open presents, or you know, the night of. So basically Christmas Eve, kind of, but super late at night. That and like watching movies, hanging out with the family, and every day, or every Christmas Day, like every day on Christmas, tongue-tied. Every time we have Christmas, on Christmas Day, we go to my grandma's house, and like we open presents, and then we'll get ready, go to church, then go to her house and spend the whole day there. It's a lot of fun. What do I look forward to doing on Christmas? Going to my grandma's house, spending time with family, friends, that sort of thing. Favorite Christmas tradition? Watching movies. Yeah, so, yeah. Have any Christmas traditions? Yeah. Just watching movies, hanging out, go to my grandma's house. Okay, so we got a couple people asking this one. Who inspired me to sing? I actually did this one in the last video, so if you guys want to go check that out too, but, who inspired me to sing? My parents did. My dad actually dared me to do a talent show when I was 9 or 10 years old. My parents actually dared me to do a talent show, and my dad was like, "You'll do it, no balls." I was like, "I'll do it." So I did, and you know, it was a lot of fun. Ever since then, I've always done music, whether it was with myself or with a band or with a guy doing a duo. But yeah, music is definitely a passion of mine. Definitely what I'm going to be doing for my whole life. So yeah. And we got a couple more questions here. What's one thing you want to accomplish in 2018? By the way, I love you too. I love you. I love you too, Abby. And one thing I want to accomplish in 2018, just, you know, make more songs for you guys, drop some merch, definitely keep you guys updated on everything that I'm doing, and hopefully, if everything goes well, you know, with music and money and everything, just buy an apartment down here. That way I can do music as a full-time job and make a living out of it. So, yeah. Kaylee21209 on Twitter. Will you ever make merch? Yes, I will. 2018. Stay tuned for that. So, all right, guys. Well, that's wrapping it up for number 3 of #AskAndrew. You can watch maybe a day or 2 days. You know, we'll see what goes on with the next Ask Andrew. I got a bunch more questions to answer for you guys. So stay tuned. I love you all. Thank you so much. This is my grown up